Alright. We are heading to the store. I figured I'd bring you all along for the ride with me. Apologize for the beeping. That will stop in just a second. Yeah, we're in Orland, Maine. So heading into Bucksport, Maine. But I'm making these videos for those of you that don't get snow where you're at, or just haven't seen it much. I figured it might be neat to see how the roads look after a storm. So a couple of days ago we got like 10 to 14 inches of snow, which really makes a mess, but the roads are pretty well cleaned up now. As you can see, there's still a lot of hard packed snow and ice that the plows and salt, sand, it just isn't getting to, but that's all right. See this. We just entered Bucksport, so you can see the difference. You got tons of bear tar here. They use way more salt in Bucksport than Orland does. So what a difference. Right there you can see a snowmobile crossing. They're crossing there. I haven't seen anyone use that old trail for a long time, so I'm not sure who's out there running it, but there's another one going across right here. So somebody in the area has got a sled out. I get nervous when I see him going down that trail, only because I know where it goes. It runs into Dead River. Now, Dead River it speaks for itself, but it feeds Alamoosic Lake, which is just this great big lake in Orland. But back in the day, there used to be an old snowmobile trail that ran down to it, and then you could literally drive right on Dead River. It would freeze up good enough to drive on Dead River to get right out to Alamoosic Lake, which was great. I remember doing it back when I was a youngin', but we just haven't got the cold weather in the past few years to go out there. The last time I took the wheeler out, because I never had any trouble out there, but the last time I took the wheeler out was probably the closest to death I have ever came. I got out there and just went like I normally would, and then went out, no issues. There was some snow on the ice, but yeah, no issues at all. And then played on the lake most of the day, and then went to come home, and the wind had blown a lot, so you really couldn't see my tracks that I had taken. So I just tried to stay about where I thought I was before on the river. You know, you want to, if you made it once, you can make it again. It's just kind of the way I look at it. But I must have got over to the right a little bit more on this run. But thank God I was paying attention. Because I was in fifth gear, just hammering right down, and I'm going. All of a sudden, like, it just looks darker ahead, and I'm like, well, that's weird. So I get going, and boy, it was darker because it was open water, and obviously even in fifth gear, wide open, there was just such an open patch that I would have just gone right under. So luckily I saw it in time and moved over, but well, I'm telling you, even driving past that open water, I must have did it during the daylight and just didn't notice it, or it opened up, or I don't know. It was so crazy. I think I just got, I say river, but it is wide, you know. So I think I was way more right towards Crepon Mountain than I was on the left side. I think I ran down on the left side and then ran back on the right. That's where I went wrong. But, so I think of that every time I see someone going down there. It's like, that river is so unpredictable. But hopefully they made it to and from where they were going just fine. And it's been really, really cold this year, so, I'm sure they're just fine. I'm sure that ice is, plenty safe. I just remember that one experience, and then, it makes you not want to venture out in that same. I've never been back out again. I don't really ride it much lately anyway, just because my sleep pattern is so messed up, and it's not much fun going out at 2 a.m. by yourself. That's when I'm wide awake. So, but yeah, I'm headed down to the store to get a soda pop. I should have grabbed something earlier while I was down here, but I didn't, and water's just not cutting it. I am super thirsty, and soda pop sounds good, so that's where we're headed. The store's close enough. I'm 5 minutes into the video, and we're like 3/4 of the way there, so yeah. But I hope everyone's having a good night, good day, whatever it is for you when you see this video. I always say on my live streams, which I haven't even gone live in a hot minute, but I always say on there, be good to people, be kind to people. You never know what someone's got going on behind that screen. You just don't. There's so many people that are just dealing with so much every day, and stuff that can just be heavy, just weigh you down. But a lot of people stuff it. I know that I do, and sometimes you can only stuff so much before you just explode, and life just doesn't seem as good as it was once before, and you don't realize that until it hits. It's not like it doesn't happen overnight. It just slowly, gradually, and then one day you wake up and like, Jesus, what am I doing? That's kind of where I'm at. My career's kind of gotten a little shady for numerous reasons. Obviously, my sleep pattern has just been a huge issue with my employment, because I am not. This is like maybe one day out of the week that I'm running at like 70%. Otherwise than that, I'm running at like 20%. And it's just taking a toll on me. My job is very demanding, physically, mentally, all of it. I'm the receiving associate at Home Depot. Was the receiving manager for a good few years there. So, it's not like balls to the wall, like cranking the whole time. No, there's some downtime. But at the end of my shift, almost every day, there's a floor-loaded truck that has to be unloaded. So by the time I get to that, I am usually so friggin' tired that, there's been many nights after I leave work that I really struggle driving home. So, with that being said, I've done some homework tonight on sleep disorders, and I found something called Non-24. It's more commonly found in blind people, or people that are vision impaired in any way, because your internal clock tells you, like, when you're like daylight, you're supposed to be up, and nighttime, you're supposed to be asleep. Well, my bedroom has 2.5% limo black window tint, and then shades, and I think I have 2 like big quilts that are up on it. Like, there is 0 daylight that ever gets into my room, so that doesn't matter at all as far as that goes. Like, when the sun comes up, you wake up. No. And that's from 12 years of overnights. So I used to be, quote, normal when before I did overnights at Home Depot, and I think that's when it started. And then, in all honesty, I never had a big problem with anxiety or any of that stuff. So if you can avoid ever working a night shift, I highly recommend doing it. And actually, I've done some homework, like 2 years max. 2 years max for working nights. That's it, because it really does damage. So I've read that on like so many different forums, and for others that have been stuck on a night shift for X amount of time. And it's so funny because one of the forums I read actually was a Home Depot for him, and it was a Home Depot like management that was saying no more than 2 years. No more than 2 years. So I don't get it. But all right, guys, I'm going to run in the store real quick, and then I will start this video again for the ride home. All the love. All right. Well, I'm back, guys. So this is a Big Apple in Orland. And I'm telling you, they got some really good folks at work here. And I am grateful. They spend, the store's open 24/7, like literally never ever closes. The only time I've ever seen this store close is if the power goes out. Literally, that's the only time. So these folks work right through Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of it. They're always there to ensure everyone has everything they need, all hours of the day, night. So obviously, going along with my I don't sleep at night speech, I get to know the night crew very well down here. And again, I've actually thought of picking up a second job just a few nights a week, doing like an 11 to 7. They have a couple of full-timers that work it, but it's covering their days off. So it might help me out to get some extra hours, and I'm up anyway. But that doesn't help fix my my sleep schedule thing, because that it'll never get any better then. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But so now I'm headed to the house in Bucksport, which is my parents' old house. Since they passed away, I have been tending to that, taking care of all the animals, etc. And I know the first thing someone's going to think, why don't you bring the animals back to your house? Well, my girlfriend and I have a dog that just doesn't quite get along well with any other animals. So we're going to work on that, and that is in the works. My girlfriend ended up getting Lyme disease literally 2 weeks after my mother's service. So that has been an absolute struggle. She actually just had a brain MRI today, or head MRI, to help get to the bottom of all these headaches and shakiness, and just really not having a good time. Now this road is... See, this is Orland. You can see the difference. See all the snow on the road. And you know we're in Orland. Yeah. I got me a bag of Cheesy Puffs here. Those soft like Chester's ones. My God, I got a soft spot for them. Just because they're easy to chew, and I got some pretty bad teethies. I'm sure some of you understand that all too well. That's fine. Learn how to adapt. But yeah, see, right now, it's 11:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is like my morning, like mid-morning. So it's like 11:30 a.m. for most people. Noon time's coming right up. I'm actually going to make some mac and cheese when I get up there, because I'm starving. And that's my lunch, which is crazy to think about, because lunchtime at Home Depot for 12 years was 1 a.m. So right around midnight, 1 a.m., I am just starving every day. So on the weekends, it's nice because I can kind of plan for it and whatever. Now I've tried sleeping at night and going to bed early, and so I can stay up all day long. I can get up at 6 a.m., say, stay up all day long, and I will be exhausted. I'll just be a zombie all day. And then 10, 11 p.m., it doesn't matter. It just was wide awake. It's just something in my wiring is very, very wrong, and it sucks. And I'm probably going to lose my employment over it. Eventually, I don't know. I'm trying my very best, but when you just can't sleep. So I don't know. I'm actually starting to do some digging on the internet there. I found that Non24 forum there. I posted a couple screenshots on my backup account, TikTok backup account. So TikTok Chevy Boy, spelling is just the same, no spaces. TikTok Chevy Boy. Check it out. Drop me a follow and say you come from YouTube, and I will absolutely give you a follow back. But my views on YouTube are pretty low. I'm just getting at it, so that's all right though. I mean, not many people watch a half an hour video of someone driving and talking to themselves, Welcome to my world. I thought it'd be just kind of cool to film the roads out here. And where, my local area. I actually love to see driving videos. I think that's why I like it so much. It's funny, I found this channel the other day. This older fella, he does archery, but he took his he just bought this wicked cool old car. It's like a 1968. I think it was a 68. I can't remember the name of it now. I know it's got a 500 in it. I'll have to look it up and see what the name of it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Awesome old car, but he took it for a ride and just kind of drove around his area, and I thought it was wicked cool to see. So I've been following his channel. His views are super low. I love to support smaller channels and show love to it and try to share them out and do what I can to support and help people, bring people up. By all means, I love I have two favorite channels on YouTube. One of them is Vice Grip Garage. I don't know if y'all ain't checked out Derek on Vice Grip Garage. You need to. Oh my God, he's a riot, and he restores old cars. Super cool to see. My second is the Diesel Brothers. So Heavy D has a vlog page of his own personal life. The recoveries and stuff they do. That is definitely my second. And then a third is these two fellas that are building or have built a dome and are living out in the woods. I absolutely love that show as well. So I love the big channels too, and I do watch them quite a bit. But I also love just kind of tooling around on YouTube and finding smaller channels that get under 10 views and this and that. And I love showing support to them, sharing them out to friends, whatever it may be. Just giving a like, giving a comment, and just because that's how the algorithm works. So the more interaction they get, shares, views, likes, that's why everyone's saying, subscribe, blah, 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 set the notifications, because then YouTube will then push it out to a bigger audience. So I try to do my part and help out the smaller creators, because I generally love making videos, whether just driving down the road, kicking it, eating potato chips like this, or I have a decent sized TikTok account with 25,000 followers that I do live streams, and used to be off the hook. But I love just kind of sitting here chilling and just talking. But yeah, the moral of that was I love making content. It doesn't really matter on which platform. I really do enjoy TikTok a lot. That's been my happy place throughout all the stressors in my life, so that's nice. But I just haven't been on much. When you hit certain level of depression, you don't really want. You don't want to make content. You don't want to get on there, because what I do on there is try to help others that deal with depression and anxiety and just have a ton going on in their life, and try to be there for a support system. If you check out, go to TikTok, type in Big Chevy Fam. So BIGCHEVYFAM, Big Chevy Fam. And just check it out and see how many. I mean, it's at like, I don't know, almost 6 million views. And that ain't me. That ain't my views, that's for sure. It's everybody in the family, and it's just amazing to see how far it's gone and what kind of community that we've made on there. So basically, it's just a bunch of misfits that need each other, for sure. And one thing I found with TikTok, it doesn't matter how long of a break you take. Like, I've been off for months at a time, not being interactive in any way, and then I can click that button and go live and just see all the same faces for the most part, and just showing love and support, and I could not be more grateful. Could not be more grateful. And then I have a select few that reach out to me, even off TikTok when I'm not on there for a while. Just shoot a message. They either have me on Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram, one of these social media sites, and just reach out just to make sure I'm good, which I think is awesome. They're not prying to see what I'm up to and this and that. No, they're just, how you doing, buddy? You good? Yep. Awesome, man. If you need anything, let me know. I love it. I think it's great. I really do. And then when some people reach out to me, hey, we're doing a live stream, next Wednesday at blah, blah, blah. Can you, help support? Absolutely. I'll try to set myself a reminder and try to get into that live stream, and share it out and try to, get the fam in there. And, I don't know, just try to, show support in any way we can. But as you can see by the plowed roads, we're back in Bucksboro. Actually, I am super close to being at the house. And that's where we'll call it good. I won't make you guys suffer through any more right now. Yeah, if anyone else is dealing with this non-24 or any kind of sleep issue where you're wide awake at night and tired during the day, I can sleep like a baby all day. I slept like 9 hours today. It is the long, I think 8 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours. I don't know. I slept a long time today, and I feel amazing. I woke up one time. That's it that I remember. And just out, just a nice deep sleep. I guess the alarm went off. My daughter tried to wake me up. Nothing. I was done. And that's just what I needed. I feel amazing right now. And but sadly, it's 11:34 at night, and my day's just beginning. So mentally, like, it's upsetting. It really is, because I don't want to be wide awake I want to be wide awake at 11:30 a.m. That means there's nobody up this time of night. Very few. That's why I got on TikTok, because that's why I have so many friends on the West Coast, because they're all, 3-4 hours behind, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours behind me. So right now it's like 9 something there, or 8 or 7 something there at night. And I've made so many friends on the West Coast just for this reason, But anyway, I'm still grateful that I feel good. Eventually I got to figure out, I'm going to do some more homework on this non-24 thing and see how some people have reset their clock, because that's exactly what I need to do, is reset my clock. Because if I don't do it soon, I'm gonna be in trouble. And it takes a lot to admit that, but I really am. It's like my depression is, really bad right now. Boy, that is a mess at the end of that driveway. Okay. But yeah, my depression is, OCD. I can't park way over like that. It's got to be dead center. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh yeah. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Some times of the year get worse than others. And this is absolutely one of those times. So if anyone has any advice on how to reset your clock, or cares to do the digging on the internet and find something that I don't, the internet's a wonderful tool. It really is. Consider I grew up in the 80s and didn't have any of this, so it is seriously a wonderful tool to have for research, etc., for anything. And before anyone says like, oh, medication, maybe, I don't know, but any sleep medication I've ever taken, does not work. I mean, it just doesn't. Will it lag me down some? Absolutely. Will it put me to sleep? No. And I've tried some of the strong stuff. Unisom, actually, over-the-counter stuff. Unisom, it worked for a short time, but I felt like I got friggin' run over by a train. I mean, I haven't drank in years, but I felt better waking up from a hangover, than I did waking up from that Unisom stuff. My God, doesn't that stuff wreak havoc? It must do something real bad in your body to shut you off. I don't know. And my doctor prescribed me something. I can't remember the name of it because you can never pronounce anything if they prescribe you. So I can't remember. I cannot remember that for the life of me. But yeah, I remember a prescription medicine they gave me to try to sleep at night. They put me on Klonopin for anxiety. I think it was on Prozac for depression. I can't remember what else there was, but I hated it. I felt worse then on all that stuff than I do without anything. So I made that decision to stop taking all of it, and this was years and years and years ago. My daughter was 5, 6 when I was seeing my doctor still. She's 16 now, so it's been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute. But anyway, guys, I'm sure Miss Harley, the puppy in here, hears me. So I should probably get my butt in there. I'm just sitting here mowing on some chips. Boy, they are good. My God. Chester's Puff Corn. That's where it's at. You only try Chester's Puff Corn, you need to get out and get you some like right now. They're $2 a bag, and you'll need 2. Okay. So I'm regretting only getting 1. Yep. The excitement. The driveway looks exciting, huh? Yep. I played a lot of basketball. A lot of basketball on that hoop right there. Yep, me and the old man. Boy, I miss him. So my dad passed away in 2014 from COPD. My God. Boy, don't I miss him. I really do. It just feels like so long since I've seen him. I know it's only been 8 years or whatever, but God, it seems like an eternity. It really does. I've heard his voice or seen him. Boy, I miss him. Then Mom passed away of COVID-19 May 17th of this year, 21 rather. I can't believe we're rolling up on a year since she's been gone. I can't even believe that. I remember the old man always saying, time goes by fast. Well, I tell you what, if there was one thing I could say to him, well, yeah, I love you, and I miss you. But besides that, it would be, you are right. God, wasn't he right about that? And the older you get, the faster it goes. I can't stop munching on these chips. I need to get out of the car.